Today's Toy Spot, we'll be having a look at the Mattel DC Universe Batman Legacy Edition. Today we're having a look at First Appearance Batman. Though I was not able to find this myself, I do want to thank my friend who was able to pick this up for me. He knows who he is. Unless he doesn't watch my videos anymore, and, well, if that's the case, never mind. Just never mind. But this is First Appearance Batman. A welcome change, if you ask me, that we're finally getting a different Batman. We did get a Silver Age Batman, but at least it's something different than the standard DC Universe Batman fare. On the side of the package, you can see that there is a picture of First Appearance Batman. It looks like he's grabbing that criminal. It also looks like he's strangling him. Up at the top, of course, the Batman logo. Not the Batman logo, of course, when Batman first appeared, but a later, I think that's like almost the 90s Batman logo. And on the side, there's a picture, May 1939, Detective Comics, number 27, first appearance of Batman. And then on the back, a much larger picture. The two figures that you can get that make up this wave of the Batman Legacy Edition. Of course, there's Batman we'll be looking at. There's also Catwoman. The read-up says, ominous, driven, relentless. Unleashed in Detective Comics number 27 and inspired by the graphic stories of the pulp fiction era, the Batman arrived nearly fully formed from the start. The Caped Crusader was a master detective and a man of science driven to avenge the murder of his parents. This first iteration of the Batman wore gloves to conceal fingerprints and his signature dark, ominous cape and cowl to strike fear into the hearts of criminals everywhere. A superhero without superpowers, Batman is the ultimate expression of a man's push to his physical and mental limits in the pursuit of justice. Now, I did manage to get both Catwoman and Batman. Truthfully, as much as I like the Catwoman, I've really been more excited to get the Batman. So let's not wait any longer. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at First Appearance Batman. Stay tuned, guys. There's more on the way. First Appearance Batman does come with a poster. And one thing I do like about the poster, it is actually Detective Comics number 27. That does come with the figure. That's a rather nice picture, so much so I might actually even put it up. There's Detective Comics. Very nice little poster. Oh, and also on a side note, Spot didn't rip this poster, which he seems to have managed to do with other Batman Legacy figures. I always seem to rip the blasted poster. Not this time. Ha ha ha! Not this time. Batman also does come with a Golden Age display stand featuring just the name Batman on the front. I don't know if I would have preferred Batman on the front or if it actually would have said First Appearance Batman, but Batman's pretty good. Batman works for me. That's what we get. Once again, using the 89 style Batman logo, which Spot still continues to grow more and more tired with. There it is right there, folks. I would have almost preferred if they could have come up with 3 different display stands, each with its own Batman crest. Perhaps this would have been a more modern Batman display stand. Silver Age would have been a little bit different. And then, of course, Golden Age. Maybe we could have utilized that Batman logo. But I'm not going to gripe. It's a display stand, folks. I don't lose a lot of sleep over that. Putting that down, let's have a look at First Appearance Batman. Though this is technically the first DC Universe First Appearance Batman, we have received, or they have released a First Appearance Batman before through the DC Direct line. I think it was just through the First Appearance line. It was also re-released in a 2-pack that had a more modern version of the figure as well as the First Appearance version of the figure. They did that with Joker. I think they also did that with Batgirl. We zoom into his face. Ah, yes. It's like Saturday morning. Wake up refreshed. Brand new day ahead of us. What's the day gonna bring? That's basically my feelings towards this figure. It's different, and I like that. I like that a lot. I like that so much I might even do a jig, and truthfully I haven't done a jig in almost 10 years now, but I'm almost willing to bring back the jig to celebrate the fact that we get just a different Batman. Now this may be what many would consider the root beer Batman. Not everybody likes this Batman. Same with not everybody likes root beer. But again, it's a nice welcome change. You can see as well, of course, Batman's ears of the cowl much wider apart. He's got a much sleeker mask as well. But it's just a nice welcome change. You'll also see another welcome change is his cape. I think earlier stages of the Batman cape almost was more like a glider style cape than just a cape that flowed. It's definitely got a more triangular design to it. I also like the fact that there's nice blue paint on the inside, although the one side of the cape is a little messier. This side it's not so bad, but I like this nice purplish blue that they put on the inside of the cape. Just kind of breaks up the figure a bit, that it's not just all black. Speaking of not all black, you can also clearly see Batman is wearing Louis the Lilac's gloves. I'm sure those aren't Louis the Lilac. Right now, many younger viewers are like, Louis the Lilac, what is Spot talking about? Watch the 50s Batman, my friend. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I also really like the... Let's zoom right in. I don't want to bring so much attention to Batman's crotch, but let's also have a look at his utility belt. Again, very basic in design, very stylized to what we would normally have gotten with recent Batman figures. Again, it's a nice welcome change. Now sadly, as welcome as the change is, a lot of the body is really just reused pieces of previously released DC Universe figures. Obviously the legs by this point are standard fare. You've seen these legs really on every single DC Universe figure, really from the waist down. The upper torso has been reused as well, but again, we're not really focusing a lot of our attention on the overall body sculpt, but just more so the fact that between the cape and the cowl, it's just a nice welcomed change. I think the only thing I really would have preferred in this figure is for this figure to actually have included some sort of accessory. Perhaps a handgun? Wait, Spot, did you say a handgun? Yes. The older Batman did carry around a firearm, or even, just different smoke bombs. Something would have been nice to have been included with this Batman. Sadly, we don't really get anything. But all things considered, again, it's just a very nice welcome change. I really like how broad his shoulders are, at least the cape shoulders. Now, in the way of Batman's articulation, again, being that he is a standard DC Universe figure, normally he would have some sort of ball joint. You can raise and lower the head slightly, but really not a lot. The head does rotate left and right. The shoulders are on your standard pin and socket. They will allow the arms to rotate back and forth, in and out. A rotation in the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotation in the hand. He has the upper torso bend, a rotation in the waist. Legs do bend forward and back, in and out. Rotation in the thigh, bend at the knee. And finally, a pivot in the foot. This one leg is a little loose on my Batman, but I don't expect that to be the case with every Batman that that are in stores. Speaking of in stores, again, I want to thank my friend for picking this up for me. I did see first appearance Batman once, maybe twice, at Toys R Us, and I did pass initially on him. By the time I changed my mind, sadly he was already gone. Now, you either like this figure or you don't. If you like Batman, I would suspect you probably love this figure. If you don't like Batman, then you're probably saying to yourself, oh, yet another Batman. I really was not expecting this part of a Batman Legacy line to get yet another Batman. But I really like this Batman design. Whoop! Also, as a side note, I don't understand why the peg is so small on the display stand. You see how small it is? Clearly not enough to hold Batman here. Oh well, we'll just kind of have him sitting on top. Just kind of get him in the right position so he's not going to fall. Again, accessories would have been nice. I would have certainly preferred accessories. I also would have preferred a Batman that would stand. There we go. Yes? No? Spot, come on. Get Batman standing up. There we go. Yes? I tell you, this peg is going to be the death of me. Not literally, don't worry. Spot's life is not in danger. There, we'll just get Batman to stand. There we go. First appearance Batman, I am going to give him an 8.5. You can let me know down below your thoughts on this Batman. I think, again, it's a nice welcome change from what we've normally received. Again, for a non-Batman enthusiast, you might just be saying to yourself, oh my god, yet another Batman. But I like him. I'm glad I was able to get him. I was very glad that I have a friend, a good friend, that was able to find him for me. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Mattel DC Universe Batman Legacy Edition first appearance Batman. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.